Following is a fair main video. lavitzbass6666 does not own any of the rights to the content in this video except for my voice and my opinion. Please support the official release. Aliens Colonial Marines is probably one of the easiest Aliens games I've ever played. That's including the new AVP game that was out in 2010. And just like that AVP game, this was disappointing as fuck. 8.5 hours is the amount of time I spent on the campaign, completed it all through. On one of the hardest difficulty settings, of course. And yet I was unchallenged. The Aliens AI is completely useless. It is glitchy as fuck. In fact, I laughed quite a few times when an alien would run at me, disappear, teleport back to where it came from, and run at me again. Sometimes 4 or 5 times in a row. And that's the single player campaign, where it's been read off the disc. What the fuck is with that? Your support character in the single player campaign is even worse. He'll stand in your way, he'll teleport to the next objective point without a word of warning, and even though he's wielding a smart gun, pretty much the most powerful gun in the entire game, it's like he's using the weakest pistol in the game. Maybe even a slingshot. The story is extremely incoherent, and oh, did anybody see that awesome demo they were playing that they showed online? You know, it looked awesome, flamethrower shit, you know, freaking aliens coming in, freaking jumping from wall to wall, all over the place. It was hectic, it was awesome, it was looking like an awesome alien game. Well, the directors and creators and all that said, we ain't having any of that. So yeah, no fun in the game. Okay, let's talk about the multiplayer. Even though I don't normally play multiplayer, I had to give it a go just for the fact that I got to play as an alien. The multiplayer is tolerable. I didn't have much fun on it. The Marines are OP'd as fuck, and the aliens lack any kind of defense. There's only like 4 modes in the entire bloody thing, and if you haven't got full bars of your internet, well, kiss any chance of killing anything as an alien goodbye. On more than one occasion, I got shot in the head by a Marine who was facing the opposite way, running away from me, and on a lot of times I jumped on a person, started ripping the crap out of him, and suddenly I'd freeze up and I'd sit there slapping away at the friggin' Marine for literally 2 minutes, and in a multiplayer game 2 minutes is a long time. The only really good thing I liked about the multiplayer is being able to customize your alien, and of course your Marine. You got to play as quite a few other characters from the movie, which was kind of fun, but ultimately it's just a skin. It's not like you get to play as that character. You don't get them smart guns or anything like that. Oh, let's talk about the smart gun for a second. You spend about 5, maybe 10 minutes of it with the game, and that's it. They advertised being able to use a smart gun up the arse. They were all over talking about how great it was. And yeah, the gun kicked ass for the 5 to 7 minutes that I got to play with it. I'm not going to try and discourage anybody from buying it, because the collector's edition had some pretty awesome stuff in it. But just don't go in thinking this game is going to be awesome. What it is it's boilerplate, it's average, it's normal, it's everyday. If someone told me when I first bought that, if I had no knowledge of it, it said that it took 6 years to make, I would have laughed in their face. In fact, I probably did. This game feels like it was like a movie tie-in that was shut out in about 2 months to bloody coincide with the freaking movie's release. And the ending, let's talk about that for just a few seconds. Or better yet, I'll summarize it. Bullshit, what the fuck, you fucking mother cunts, what the hell do you call that? Anyone who's completed this game knows exactly what I'm talking about. In fact, let me remind you of the pain. We got everything. Woo, thrilling excitement. Oh yeah, I love that. This game reminds me a lot of the game Aliens Resurrection for the PS1. You spend more time fighting people than you do aliens, and that just ruins the experience of an alien game when all you're doing is shooting people. The game has no horror in it. It has nothing. Okay, wait, let me just say one thing. The underwater sewer level, that was awesome. You got no weapons and you got to hide from exploding aliens. That is fucking awesome. That was a pinnacle of the horror in the game. The rest of it, however, easy as hell with a doughy AI that probably is better if you play with friends, but quite frankly, I just ran through the campaign and it was crap. And to me, the game needs to be judged on its campaign merit. If the game has a shitty single player, it doesn't matter how good the multiplayer is, the game's shit to me. Okay, let's sum up everything what I thought. Okay, let's give it a score. 7. I'm going to give it a 7, mainly because such a high score for it, mainly because it has aliens in it. If it didn't have aliens, it'd be a 2. But since it's got aliens, I'm gonna be pretty lenient with it. But I'm not gonna lie, it's very boring for the price you have to pay for it. If you want my advice, wait for it to drop down to about 20 bucks and then get it. This has been lavitzbass6666, a very depressed and sad person at the moment. Signing off.
I have studied Machiavelli, Aristotle, Gabe and Plato, yet you still equate my intellect to that of a potato. This place would fall apart without my ever watchful eye. They might tell you I'm a half-wit, it's a great big bloody lie. So don't call me a moron, I'm super astute. There is no conundrum that my core cannot compute. No, don't call me a moron, you fostered balloon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon.